Welcome to the Purpose, Passion, and Profit podcast, a show for ambitious women who are ready to ditch their 9-to-5 and create an online business doing work that's in alignment with their calling. I'm your host, Kelly Dawn, business and money mindset coach for purpose-driven entrepreneurs. Each week, I'll be sharing actionable steps to help you gain clarity, build confidence, and cultivate an abundance mindset that will help you create a profitable, service-based online business. If you're ready to make an income and impact doing what you love, let's do this. Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. Today we're talking about time management, and I'm going to be sharing with you 4 tips I have so you can work smarter in your business and not harder, especially when you're just getting things off the ground. So in the earlier stages of our business, it can be super overwhelming because there are a million different things that we can do. There are a lot of moving pieces. There are a lot of things to get set up. And if we look at that as one big giant thing on our to-do list, we can freak out. We can freak out and not actually take any action because it's just way too much stuff to focus on all at once. So the first thing we want to do, the first tip I have, is to figure out firstly where it is you're going and what it is that you want your business to look like. And this is where you can grab your journal, you can grab a cup of coffee, a cup of tea, curl up in a nice comfy spot, and just allow yourself to daydream. So if your business was running the exact way that you want it to, if you could wave a magic wand and have everything set up as far as how you're working with clients, the different things that you have going on in your business, what would that all look like? And if you can't get complete clarity right now, that's totally cool. You're still going to get a lot of value out of this exercise. Because what we want to do here is create a business that's in alignment with what we truly desire. Because for a lot of people who are coming from a corporate environment, they have this idea that they need to work their way up in their business and they can't actually do what they want to do until they've been at it for a few years. An example around this is thinking that you absolutely need to do single sessions when you're starting out, that you can't charge high ticket because you're newer in business. And that's simply not true. There's definitely a time and a place for single sessions. I think they can be useful. But if you feel called to do retreats, if you feel called to do high-level coaching right away, and you know that you can serve your clients, you know that you can provide a transformation for them, you get to do that right from the get-go. So coming back to this first exercise, get clear on how you see your business running in your ideal workday. So how are you working with clients? What types of programs do you have going? And then from there, tip number 2 is asking yourself, what's my priority right now? And focusing just on that thing. Because there are a lot of different things that you can be doing. There are a lot of different things that are going to be helping you in your business that you could be taking action towards. But I want you to think about the most important thing right now. So is it getting clear on what your first program is and writing out the details of that? Is it doing a sales page? Is it learning how to use TikTok or getting on Instagram and getting comfortable with that platform? What is the top priority for you right now in your business? That's what I want you to focus on. There's always going to be other stuff to do. There's always going to be more work because that's what entrepreneurship is. But I want you guys to get really focused and really clear, because when you just start moving in the right direction towards your vision and you take action consistently, you're going to see results. Okay, tip number 3 I have is to block off time on your calendar and make your business matter. Now, I know what it's like if you are still working another job or you're in your 9-to-5 or juggling side hustles, whatever it is, you're probably busy. I get that. But I want you to sit down with your Google Calendar and plug in everything that you have going on right now. So any hours that you have at your job, any family obligations, if you have to take the kids to soccer practice, if you get your hair done on a certain day every month, I want you to plug in absolutely everything that you have going on right now. And what you're going to notice is that you have a lot more time than you realize. When I did this, I was absolutely shocked because I was telling myself the story that I didn't have time to work on my business for a really long time. And I was always stressed out. I always felt like I was being pulled in a million different directions. And when I sat down and I put everything on my calendar, and I love Google because you can color code everything, when I could see that right in front of me, I realized that there was a lot more time available. Now, another misconception is that you need to be working in your business 10 hours a day and you need to be hustling and grinding to get things off the ground. And while that's always an option, if you like doing things that way, you can still build a business in an hour a day. If you only have 15 minutes one day to work on your business, you can write a little piece of content and share that on social media. There's always something that we can be doing to move the needle forward. So when you have things on your calendar and you see where everything is and where your other obligations are, what you're going to be able to do is say, you know what, I have this hour over here, or like this hour at my lunch break, this hour over here after dinner when the kids are in bed, whatever it is, or half hour or 15 minutes, whatever it is. And you can block that off and you can dedicate that time to your business because it needs your time, it needs your focus and your energy. This isn't something that we can just see as a hobby and treat like a hobby and expect it to turn into a business overnight. That's just not going to happen. We need to take this seriously. We need to see it as a business. And when we do that, things will change because we end up showing up differently. That's when we end up showing up as the CEO of our company. We make different decisions, we take different actions, and we show up in a completely different energy. And so putting things on your calendar is really going to help you move into that vibe. All right, tip number 4 I have is to work in 30-minute chunks of time. And this is going to be really great for you if you are a workaholic, if you're the type of person who can sit down and plow through work like hours at a time, and then you realize that you haven't eaten dinner and that you still haven't showered that day, and you're wondering where the time went. This tip is going to help you get your life back. And it's also going to help you stay really focused on what matters. So what you can do is set a timer on your phone, close down the different tabs that you have open in your computer, go back to your priority task from number 2 that you're going to be focusing on, and choose one thing out of that priority that you're going to do for the next 30 minutes. Okay? And then you just do the thing. The phone is turned over. You can't see the notifications popping up if you still have them on the display. Everything is focused strictly on the task at hand. And then when the timer goes off, you can check your phone, you can check your messages, you can get up, stretch, have a snack, do whatever it is you want to do. And then if you still have more time that you want to spend on your business during that period, you can go for another 30 minutes. But this way you're making sure that you're working in a way that you're not going to run yourself into the ground. And I'm sharing this from experience because when we love what we do, it's very easy to get consumed by it. And so if you do have the time right now and you could spend 12 hours a day working on your business, that might feel really good, but I really, really encourage you to implement a technique like this so you're making sure that you're still, stretching and drinking lots of water and giving yourself healthy snacks and things like that. And you're not just glued to your laptop all day, shoving fast food in your face. And I say this with so much love because I've been there. I've definitely been there. And I found this tip was really helpful. And it's also really great too, if you always feel like you need to be doing something a little bit different. Like I'll be working on a task sometimes and then I'll get this idea to jump around and do something different because it's also on my to-do list that day. And with this technique in place, I'll just make a little note of whatever idea popped in my head and I'll tell myself, you know what, when the buzzer goes off, I can look at this then. Right now, I'm focused on what I said I'm going to focus on. All right, those are the 4 tips I have for you today on how to manage your time better. When you implement these, when you take action on these tips, I would love to know about it. You can tag me over on Instagram in your stories at igniteyourpurpose.co, and I'd love to shout you out to my audience. All right, ladies, I will leave you with that. I hope you have an amazing, amazing rest of your day, and I'll talk to you in the next episode.